Imagine a country spread across more than 17,000 islands. If all you had was a car, you'd never make it past your own backyard. So Indonesia looked at a map and decided to forget the roads and just fly instead. Today, we're breaking down the Indonesian Air Force's entire arsenal, nearly 50 different aircraft, from stealth fighters to a plane whose actual job is making it rain. Yes, you heard that right, and we'll get there by the end of the video. We're going to start with the drones, since there's no pilot inside one, which means if a mission goes sideways, nobody has to explain it to their mom at dinner. Bayraktar Akinci. The scariest aircraft on this list is the Bayraktar Akinci, a high-altitude, long-endurance combat drone that can carry cruise missiles. Indonesia has ordered 9 of them, with plans for local production as well. Basically, Indonesia is saying it's building its own Terminator and just needs a minute to finish the job. CASC Rainbow CH-4B. Next up is the CASC Rainbow CH-4B. Indonesia operates 6 of these medium-altitude drones, and they handle both surveillance and precision-guided strikes. One drone doing 2 jobs, kind of like that one coworker who also somehow runs IT support on the side.
Thai Unka S and Aerostar Tactical UAS. The Thai Unka S and the Aerostar Tactical UAS round out the intelligence side of things. Both handle satellite communication, radar work, and reconnaissance, and both are built to stay in the air long enough to actually be useful. Aeronautics Orbiter 2B. There is also a tiny hero in this lineup called the Aeronautics Orbiter 2B. It gets launched by catapult and lands without needing a runway at all, which basically makes it a firework that doesn't explode. Hopefully.
Wulong UAV. And finally, the homegrown option, the Wulong UAV, built entirely by PT Dirgantara Indonesia. This is Indonesia's proud Made in Indonesia drone, and one of the country's first steps into building its own unmanned aircraft. Now that the drones are out of the way, it's time for the main event. Dassault Rafale F4. In 2026, Indonesia received the Dassault Rafale F4, France's 4.5 generation fighter, armed with Meteor missiles and Scalp cruise missiles. The first jet landed at Rusman Nur Jadin Air Base, and 36 more are still on order. Basically, France said, "Here, we had a few spare Rafales lying around." F-16 Fighting Falcon. Then there is the old reliable, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, delivered in different variants between 1989 and 2012, armed with AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles. It's the backbone of Indonesian air defense, kind of like that old family car that's never once let anyone down. Sukhoi Su-30 Mk2 and Su-27 SKM. The Sukhoi Su-30 Mk2 and the Su-27 SKM are the Russian twins in the fleet, capable of hitting Mach 2.35. At that kind of speed, the pilot is probably thinking about how his mom told him not to be late. BAE Hawk 200 and Hawk 109. The BAE Hawk 200 and Hawk 109 are light attack jets that have been active since the 90s, armed with Sidewinder and Maverick missiles, and they still pull their weight today. Kai T-50I Golden Eagle. The Kai T-50I Golden Eagle can't seem to decide if it's a trainer or a fighter jet. It sounds like someone stuck between 2 career paths, except this one is actually great at both. Embraer EMB 314 Super Tucano. The Embraer EMB 314 Super Tucano has handled counterinsurgency duty since 2012. It's cheap, effective, and basically the budget option that actually works.
Alinea Aermacchi M346F Masters, Thai TFX Kaan, and KF-21 Boramae. Looking toward the future, Indonesia has 24 Alinea Aermacchi M346F Masters on order, along with 48 KITFX Kaan 5th generation stealth fighters. But the most interesting one of all is the KF-21 Boramae, jointly built by South Korea and Indonesia. This jet is basically enjoying custody, with both countries calling it their own kid. With the fighters covered, let's move to the aircraft that don't need a runway at all. Eurocopter EC-725 and H-225M Caracal. Indonesia operates 16 of these helicopters for combat search and rescue and VIP transport, making them some of the most versatile rotary wing aircraft in the fleet. AS-332 and NAS-332 Super Puma. The AS-332 and NAS-332 Super Puma have been license-built locally in Indonesia since the 1980s, proving the country's aerospace manufacturing has deep roots. Augusta-Westland AW101 and AW139. The Augusta-Westland AW101 is a large helicopter mainly used for VIP transport, while the AW139 is the preferred aircraft for the National Search and Rescue Agency.
Then there is the absolute OG of the fleet, the NBO-105, which has been flying since the 1970s. It's been in service for so long that retirement doesn't even come up in conversation anymore. AW189 and Airbus H145D3. Rounding out the helicopter lineup are newer orders, including 6 AW189s and 4 Airbus H145D3s, the latter earmarked for training duties. Now let's talk about logistics, which isn't glamorous but keeps this entire operation running. Airbus A400M Atlas. The Airbus A400M Atlas arrived in 2025 and can handle both transport and aerial refueling. It's basically a shampoo that doubles as a conditioner. KC-130B and C-130 Hercules. The KC-130B Hercules and the classic C-130 Hercules have been flying since 1960, and after more than 60 years in service, the word retirement still doesn't come up. C-130J-30 Super Hercules. The C-130J-30 Super Hercules is the modern upgrade to that legacy, in service since 2016 with better engines and avionics across the board. EADS CASA C-295 and CN-235. The EADS CASA C-295 and CN-235 were both built domestically alongside Indonesian aerospace and continue to move troops and cargo across the islands. Dassault Falcon 8X, Boeing 737 VIP fleet, and Pilatus PC-24. The VIP fleet includes the Dassault Falcon 8X and several modified Boeing 737s, both used to fly government officials around. There is also a new order for the Pilatus PC-24, which can land on short runways, meaning VIPs can now touch down on pretty much any tiny island in the archipelago. That brings us to the promise from the start of the video. NC-212I Cloud Seeding Aircraft. The NC-212I Cloud Seeding Aircraft isn't a fighter at all. Its entire job is spraying chemicals into clouds to trigger rainfall, which means Indonesia literally operates a plane whose only mission is convincing the sky to cry. Boeing 737-2X9 Surveyor, 737-2Q8, and CASA C-295 MPA. Beyond that, the Boeing 737-2X9 Surveyor and 737-2Q8 handle maritime patrol, while the CASA C-295 MPA keeps watch over the coastline. And finally, the aircraft where every single pilot's career actually begins. The Grob 120TP and KAI KT-1 Wangbi handle basic flight training for new cadets before they move on to anything faster. The Cessna 172, 182T, and T-41D are the same trainer planes used by flight schools all over the world, and Indonesia's cadets learn on them too. There are also two gliders, the DG-1000 and the Schweitzer SGS-233A, which don't even have engines. Cadets literally learn to fly without power first, and then move on to aircraft that actually have one. Turns out that's a life lesson too, not just a flying one. The newest and biggest trainer order is the Pilates PC-21, which will bridge the gap between basic trainers and frontline fighters. And that's Indonesia's entire aerial empire, from Rafales to rain-making planes, nearly 50 different aircraft types covering everything from combat and disaster relief to getting a minister to a meeting on time. Turns out the sky really does have a solution for everything. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and drop a comment telling me which country's Air Force you want covered next.